Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Well, welcome to session 3 of the 2024 Weightlifting Festival. This is the Masters Tri Nation. This is the second women's group. We had the first women's group this morning. We are in the final minute before presentation of athletes. Just getting the stream running for you before we do presentation of athletes, and I will hand over to Vesta Villalon and John Shahi to run this event for you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and let everyone know you're watching this stream. Athletes will be lining up out the back as we speak. There they are. So they're just getting themselves ready for athlete presentation. This is your lineup.
Can we have all the athletes, position 3, please?
Just in the final few seconds before the athletes come to stage.
Right, we have all the athletes to the platform.
Here they come. Athletes will make their way out to presentation and onto the main platform. So this is the second session, as I mentioned. Big session, 15 lifters.
All right, session 3, Masters Tri Nations. Welcome. Our athletes today are Gabrielle Crocker from Australia, Natalie Marshall, Australia,
So, Gabby, Natalie,
Bonnie Grills-Graham, Australia,
Bonnie from Australia,
Tammy Hick, Australia,
Tammy from Australia,
Monique Barspool,
Monique Barspool, representing Oceania,
Lisa Tetzlaff, sorry Lisa,
Lisa, also representing Oceania, Beatrice reading. That's a strong Oceania team. Joanne from Australia,
Steph Cockrell, New Zealand,
Steph from New Zealand,
Kylie Cebolo, Oceania,
Riley representing Oceania,
Danica Hampton, New Zealand,
Danica representing New Zealand,
the one and only Kelly Waihaka-Patana, New Zealand,
Kelly representing New Zealand as well,
Casey Brown, Oceania,
Casey representing Oceania, or double
Leora
bicep,
Yates, Australia,
Australia, Laura
Oceania.
and Gloria Tussek. Well, that is a lineup of very strong lifters, so you're in for a treat. They'll go out the back. There is 10 minutes until we start the competition. I'm going to play very quickly the festival video, and then we're going to put you into a holding screen for 10 minutes just with the scoreboard until we are back for the first lift.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Weightlifting New Zealand.
Welcome back to the 2024 Weightlifting Festival here in Auckland, New Zealand. We are currently doing the Masters group. Let me.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
I'm your host Vista, and the competition is about to start, so we will jump to the main platform now. Our first lifter will be Tammy from Australia, so she's opening on a 55 kilo clean and jerk. Oh, very easy opener there. Oh. And
55 will remain on the bar.
yeah, the slow-mo was a very well executed lift, nice and close, and very fast under the bar. So this is the Weightlifting Festival, so there's like 3 parts to this. This is the second part, being the Masters competition. The next few days will be the Oceania Championships, where people will try and qualify for the Olympic Games. And then
Alrighty, and what do we have after that? Sorry, team, just jumping in here.
So we've got the Masters on at the moment. So this one's a Tri-Nations competition that has 3 different teams, one being New Zealand, second Australia, and then the third is an Oceania team, which is combined of the Oceania region, including some people from New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, that's like a nice little mix.
Yeah. So that competition will be combined with they'll score them based on Sinclair points and to determine which team will win. So it's not so much as an individual competition like we're used to. So it's a new concept that we're trying.
Oh, that's a different way to approach things. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it'll change it from being an individual sort of thing to worrying about what you've got to do to support your team.
And you mentioned the term Sinclair, so maybe you want to dive into that a little more for people back home that aren't too sure.
Yeah, so the Sinclair is a coefficient ratio that allows you to compare a lighter weight class to a heavier weight class. And it just helps to even out the score a little bit when you're doing competitions like this. So here we have Tammy. She is on her 2nd attempt. Had a very well executed opener, so this one should be easy. Ooh. Unfortunate.
Maybe you can talk us through what might have gone wrong there.
Yeah, so she's very quick lifter. I think she might have just cut the pool a little bit and rushed under. If she can get a little bit more finish through this portion here, it'll just give her that little bit more space to sit in a better position under the bar.
Alrighty, well, she still has 1 more attempt, so let's see if she can come out and make those changes.
Yeah, so she has a 2-minute call as she's following herself. So for those of you that don't know, you get a 1-minute call. You get a 1-minute call if you're following somebody else, but when you're following yourself, you will get a 2-minute call just to give you a little bit more extra time to take the next attempt. We've got a pretty good lineup here today, so we've got a mix of those 3 categories: Australia, New Zealand, and Oceania.
Yeah, big session, 15 lifters today.
Yeah, and we've got some pretty big openers as well, so some of them opening up around a 70 snatch, which will be good to watch.
Righty, so we've got a bit more time before our next lift. If you are in Auckland, do feel free to come down to the stadium. We're at the Dewdrop Centre in Monaco. It is a free event, so come down with the family
Tammy out the back now. She's coming to the platform, so let's give that a switch over. Nice. That was a lot better lift there. Managed to get in a good position under the bar.
And 3 white lights. That was a good lift.
60 kilos. Oh, 58 kilos.
Alrighty, talk us through it.
But yeah, so she's got a bit of finish there, and you can just see that sit nicely overhead. It was a lot better. It was more like her first lift rather than her second, which was good to see. A good comeback.
Alrighty, so now that we have a bit of a taste for what the snatch is, do you want to talk us through the technicalities for those at home who are maybe watching for the first time?
Yeah, so I guess the judges are looking for a few things when they're watching. They can get called on a press out, which tends to be the most common one. So that's when your elbow unlocks whilst overhead. And then, yeah, there's other rules like not being able to restart the lift once it's past the knees, etc. But some stuff like that doesn't happen too often. Back on the platform, we've got Natalie from Australia as well. That's an unfortunate no lift. Again, a very fast lifter. Nerves probably getting a little bit of the better of her in that one.
Is first lift jitters a thing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Once you got that first lift out of the way, like you can compose yourself a little bit better and focus more on what you need to do.
And I guess there's a certain level of intimidation. This is quite a large stage. I don't think we can quite get a grasp of it back home, but
yeah, it's definitely like a world-class event we're hosting here, which couldn't be made possible without Grassroots Trust. So big thanks to them. And that's an easy lift from Beatrice from the Oceania team.
Well done.
So
it's up really nicely in
yeah,
the bottom position.
So getting a total is a little bit more important than just being beyond your own performance, because you want to get that to help support your team as well, because you want to get those Sinclair points. So it's pretty changes the tactics a little bit and makes it a little bit more important for everyone else that you get that opener. Right, so we got the first athlete from New Zealand, which is Kelly. Good opener. She's got 3 white lights from the judges.
Nicely done. And so you say 3 white lights and 3 judges. So is it 1 for each?
Yeah, so to get a good lift, you need at least 2 out of 3 white lights. If you get 2 reds, then that's classified as a no lift. And that's just based on those technicalities like press outs, etc. to receive the good lift.
Okay, well, it's been a pretty good session so far, so we'll see if we can potentially spot some of those later on. But for now, on to our next lift.
Yep. So we got Casey Brown from Oceania. She's coached by Richie Wong, and I think she lives out in Napier, if I'm correct. And that's another good lift there. We're off to a good start in the competition.
She made that look pretty easy.
Yeah, very strong lifter.
Second attempt, she's on 60 again.
So kind of considering what the things you were saying before around making sure you get a total, was it quite important just to come out and put something on the board as your first lift?
Yeah,
Just to make sure you're
definitely.
contributing?
Yeah, you definitely want that first lift. I think sometimes you would just go for a PB regardless, depending on your mentality, I guess, but it eliminates that a little bit, I think. And now Natalie sits in a position that we all dread. She's missed her two first lifts and needs to get the third one to stay within the competition.
So you've just seen that lift. Let's say you were her coach. What would you be suggesting out back?
She's definitely got a lot of speed in the lift, so I don't think that's an issue. I think she just needs to elevate that bar a little bit more and keep it a little bit closer. If she can execute that, it'll land in a better spot. So,
Alrighty, well, let's see what she can do. Looks like she's going to take on this weight.
yep, she's following herself as well. So we do have a 2-minute. We'll have a look in the warm-up room and see how that's looking. So we've got a few lifters out there waiting to be Richie Wong blocking the screen.
Just coming off lifting in the last session and
Yeah.
straight into coaching again.
Yeah, he's going to be a busy man this weekend. He's also coaching at the Oceania Champs. So they from tomorrow onwards.
And come back to my question, but for now we've got Natalie coming up for that third and final lift.
Right, so she needs this one to stay in the competition. Plenty of support behind her. Oh, that's a lot better. She fought for that one.
That's a
Much better pull.
She's on the board. Oh, a little shake of the head as she left, or maybe she just
Yeah, sometimes you'll just be thinking, why didn't I do that earlier?
the first time. Yeah. That would have made things easier, right?
Yeah.
Her second attempt, no doubt on it, going up.
It's good fight for that. Wasn't letting that one go to it so easily.
Nicely done.
1 minute proper start.
Added a little pressure, but got there in the end. Okay.
Right, so what is happening? Let's have a look at the scoreboard.
So we're getting a few changes, a few different names popping up. Can you talk us through what's happening behind the scenes?
So there might be a little bit of tactics involved. There might also just be a automatic increment so there's an automatic increment after you complete your first lift, and people might just be making changes from there. Right. The next Australian athlete, which is Gabrielle, opening at 62 kilos. Linear speed.
That is also UMW.
I don't think that's going to look very slow, even in slow motion. That was super fast.
Let's have a look.
New Federation for Master Lifters in the Oceania region. Rightio, 62 kilos on the board to Lisa.
Very nice and fast under that bar and stands it up pretty securely.
Nicely done. All right, we have Lisa out taking on 62 kgs.
Unfortunately, I know the clear from Lisa. Birthday party of the week, we want to be the one.
Hearing some interesting announcements from Anahoa, a friend of Lisa.
Sounds like she just had a bit of a party.
Yeah, a birthday party, so happy birthday to Lisa. What happened there, Lisa?
Well, very well executed. Listen, I think it's just a little bit of placement issue. She got a lot of pull on that, a lot of speed, but just didn't put it in the right place.
Okay, we'll see if she wants to take that one on again.
Looks like she's following us up at the moment, so we'll pop into the warm-up room and we can see her right there, sitting in our grassroots waiting area. A lot of this couldn't be possible without the Grassroots Foundation, so big thanks to them.
Oh, it's getting fanned out the back.
Yeah, some people just have luxuries, don't they?
Good support team there. Alrighty. Looks like
they're
Lisa's
coming
going to
out.
take this one on.
Let's see if she can fix that up. Just needs to place that. And there we go. Managed to stick that one behind her head better in that one.
Yeah, and didn't wait too long either. She had plenty of time, but decided to come out and take it on pretty quickly.
63 kilos to 63 with Joanne Heather.
You can also check out Lisa online, Extend Pilates on Instagram. There's some pretty cool stuff outside of weightlifting. Alrighty, next lifter.
It's a good lift there.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah.
Kind of just waited at the bottom there.
63 titles.
Yeah, just stabilized it a little bit, but not a lot of effort, there, wasted effort going there, so.
Going up, but the T63 thanks for Beatrice McFarlane. Also,
Oh, nicely done.
Competition's moving pretty quickly, so everyone's just coming out one after another. Next we've got Beatrice. This is for her second attempt. Unfortunate no lift there.
Not quite there.
Looks strong enough, just looks like she needed to get a little bit more finish on that pull.
So would I be right in saying that just ended up sitting a bit too far forward?
Yeah. I think by not finishing her pull, she's not able to get the bar into a proper position. Right. Kelly's back on the platform. She's just pointing at her elbows just to indicate that she doesn't have a proper lockout. Otherwise, that could be put down as a no lift.
Nicely done, Kelly. Kelly also someone who we'll see throughout the whole weekend. Usually helps out quite a lot at these things.
Yeah, I think she is managing the New Zealand Oceania team, so she plays a big role in managing that as well as helping out within the organisation itself. So big thanks to her. Without people like her, wouldn't be possible to really have a competition like this, let alone an organisation.
Alrighty, we've got Beatrice coming out for that third and final attempt.
Oh, a better lift. Is it going to be 3 whites? It is.
Nicely done. Looks like she made some adjustments. Can you talk us through that one?
Yeah, so you can see there that she just managed to get that little bit more finish on that pull, which, yeah, just resulted in a better position overhead as well. So Gabrielle is all ready to go for her second attempt.
She went pretty quickly on the first one, so let's see how she goes in this next attempt.
Good left. 3 white lights and a record.
She runs off stage.
Yep, sounds like she got a few records with that lift, so
Right, 64.
pretty well executed lifts, plenty of speed, and just makes light work of 64.
Do you think she'll take much of a jump for her last lift?
I think your last lifts probably tend to be the smaller ones. I think we can see that she had only done a 2 kilo lift, did she? Which one was she?
So she went 62, 64. And
Yeah, so I would assume that the next one would be another 2 kilo lift based off that.
65 kilos. All right.
Right, we got Kylie from the Oceania region coming to take her first attempt. All right. Again, a very easy lift.
nicely done.
And it's a New Zealand record.
And sounds like she just got a New Zealand record with that lift, so that's on her opener. So we'll see what she can do with the next 2 lifts, potentially breaking more.
Yeah, how many times is she keen to break that record? Or do you save a little for next time?
Or that depends how many certificates you want, I guess.
Well, it's still a team competition, I guess, so you gotta take that into account.
Yeah, so she's got her opener, and I think everyone else is in a pretty good position now as well to earn their team some points. So by continuing to build that total, they can also continue to build points towards the total Sinclair.
Another good lift.
Well done. 1 night 65 kilos. Well done.
Just to give you back home an impression of how big the stage is. You come out of it, and you can see that you've got the spotlights heading down on you. You come out from the tunnel, a dark tunnel, into these lights. Yeah, it's quite a atmosphere put together.
Yeah, definitely one of the
Alrighty.
best competitions that New Zealand have hosted, and they just keep getting better and better, which is great to see. Oh, very fast. And 3 white lights on that one. She'll be happy with that.
Well done. And a record.
Good job, Lisa.
Have a look at that replay. Big pull and then just very fast under that bar. Slight press out, but none of the judges picked up on that, so
Well, thankfully, they've already made their decision, and even though they are watching the replay,
yep, they can't do
they
nothing
can't do
about it.
Yes. To be fair, though, it is
Just got a little bit of a hiccup.
much more difficult underneath slow motion, right?
Bit of drag.
Yeah.
You see a lot more time.
We back. Going back wide. Let's go. 65 kilos.
All right. So, Gabrielle
Third attempt. Your pocket start.
only taking a 1 kilo jump. Nope, she's gone up apparently to 66, so she's taking the 2 kilo jump,
Whoa, that's very
which
good.
brings Kelly out for her third and final attempt on 66.
Hang on, Kels. Settle, Kels.
All right.
Stop the clock.
No, it looks like I can see
No,
Kelly
no,
coming out.
no, she's coming. Okay.
All right, you may come. You may proceed.
Alrighty, she's taking this on her last attempt. 66 on the bar.
You got 3 lights and a little jig.
And I think we got that in slow-mo, so we have to go through it.
All right, let's break down the technique then.
Well done, Kelly. Take us through it. No, wait, save it for the dance. Take us through the dance.
Yeah, we're just breaking down the technique of the dance. Snatch is fine.
Oh, we may not have time. Gabrielle is
Oh.
out for her next lift. Might have to leave it for post-match analysis.
So this is Gabrielle's third and final attempt. She's done pretty well on the first 2. That's not unfortunate. Definitely got enough fuel in the tank for that, but unfortunately,
All righty, let's go to
just fell short of that.
this will bring Joe and Fizz.
So we've kind of spoken about getting it in the right place, but exactly is that in relative to your body?
I guess you want it over your center of gravity, so, but whilst also being over your body. So you tend to want your head through, but also have the bar sitting over your midfoot. If you're too much on your heels, it's obviously going to push you out, and if you're too much on your toes, it's going to go over the top. So,
And I imagine
yeah,
having
bar placement's very important.
and having, what do we got? We got 67 kgs. Trying to control that weight while it's above you must be a challenge, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but if you can execute a lift correctly, then it can make a very heavy weight feel very light. But that's a once in a blue moon thing. It's never consistent.
It's interesting coming from you,
This will be Bonnie's petite.
professional athlete.
Yeah.
Right, 1 minute
Right.
hop start. Let's go.
Up
Alright.
next is Bonnie from Australia. Starting to get into some big weights and some heavy openers here. That's a good lift.
Nicely done.
Well done. Congratulations. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Have a look at the replay.
It's quite interesting to see the variation in foot width, or how narrow or wide you would say.
Yeah, definitely got like different techniques taught. And it also comes down to a little bit of preference and limb lengths. Let's jump back to the main platform where we have Lyra coming out.
Nicely done.
Well done.
Another tidy opener.
Yeah. Wow. Just caught it. Just had to stabilize a little bit at the bottom there, but other than that, it was pretty easy.
Nicely done. Looking forward to seeing what she can do next. In the meantime, got Joanne for that second attempt.
That's a good fight.
Whoa, 2 to 1.
Alrighty, that's a good lift, but I do see we had one red light there.
Oh, did we? Let's see what
Did you
that was
see?
for. I didn't see any problem with it. Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit of an elbow press.
But a little shimmy, would you say?
Yeah, look, just a little bit soft. I wouldn't say it was a press, but just needs to tighten up that lockout to give more convincing to the judges. Yes.
Well done.
Another New Zealand record. Can't complain with that.
69, please.
Being coached by Hayley Whiting, a Commonwealth Games representative.
Was that the last Com Games?
Yes, so that was in Birmingham, and I think she's building into the next Commonwealth Games as well, once they confirm when and where they're going to be. So
We'll go to try 69 again. She'll go up.
right, how's our scoreboard looking?
Pretty green, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I think the last session was as well, so that's pretty good to see. We've got some consistencies going on.
It's the Masters athletes. They know how to get it done.
Tidy. 69. Oh, there it is. She's gone up.
We've got Danica Hampton,
70, please.
Looks like we've got
nope.
Lemony on the bar now.
who's coming out. Casey's stepping up to the bar, but the call is on Danica, so
Let's see if I can.
what is happening here?
First for 10.
Oh, she was out there, but she just went back.
Let's have a look in the warm-up area. What games are being played?
So what's going on at that table?
So that's just the change table where people are just making the calls for the next lifts. Maybe a little bit of tactics going on as well, and battling between other lifters. So, and here comes Danica onto the platform. A lot of power up the hip there.
Okay, then. Let's just come over to New Zealand, break a few records.
Well done. Gosh, that was really tidy lift.
Yeah. Sounds like everyone's breaking records today.
70 kilos on
Now, is that partly because we have a new Masters Federation?
Yes.
the 13.
Would you like to elaborate on that, or because I don't know if I know much about it?
I think after the last session, you know more than I might. But from what I understand, a lot of these are reaffirming or putting in place some new records.
Yes.
Pretty exciting that we get to watch all that.
And a good lift there. So there are two federations for Masters Weightlifting. Each of them have different weight classes. And this is the first competition at this federation, which I can't remember what it's called. We'll get onto that later.
We'll figure that out and get it back to you, yeah.
But just gives a chance for all those standard records to be broken here today. That's a good opener for Stephanie. She's got 3 white lights, and the refs agree with me.
Well done, Bill.
And here we go.
And it to you, MWF with Steph. Right, 71 will remain on the bar. This will bring a change of lift up.
Okay.
From Australia.
We're well and truly underway in this competition.
Yeah.
We still have yet to see a few lifters come out. I think
What have we
two more.
got? 2 more lifters to show face, and they are from the Oceania and both from the Oceania. So that will pose well for their team points, being some of the last lifters. Oh, just sat back a little bit on that one. Plenty of speed and plenty of power.
71 will be tight. Will be Laura.
Alrighty, so looks like she gets a strong pull off the floor, brings it up.
Yeah, unfortunately just sitting back a little bit in that one. If she could have gotten a little bit more under, would have made for a better lift.
Alrighty, on to the main platform where we've got Leora coming out for that second attempt.
And again, another easy lift.
Now, you have a better eye for this, but I would say all 3 of her lifts looked very similar to me. I couldn't say she struggled more in this one compared to the first one.
Yeah,
So-
he's got a very nice position under the bar. So it's nice and upright. Good mobility. And it just makes that catch a lot easier.
Alrighty, back to the action. We have Kylie coming out for that third attempt. 71 on the bar. Let's see how she gets on.
Unlucky lift there. Definitely strong enough for that though. She'll have to come back next time and bank that one.
You think she's warming up or doing something similar to that weight out back?
No, you tend to probably hit a number that's probably within 5 kilos of your opening lift.
Okay, and then you stop there?
Yep, and then you generally want to be warmed up and in shape for your opening lift by then. Otherwise, you just be tiring yourself out. This is also the United Masters Weightlifting Federation, was the second one that has just been made. Oh, nice.
Well done.
And that's a record as well.
Catch the replay of that one.
Oh, yep, here it is.
It's going to go up. So we'll have 72 for Joanne. Please for that.
Sits nicely under that bar.
Come on, Joanne. 1 minute clock is done. Come on, Joe.
Alrighty. Joe coming out for that third attempt. 72 on the bar.
So flipped. I think we've got some viewers that are here to watch Joe specifically. And the rest of the Australian team. It's good to see that they got some support from back home.
Unfortunately there for Joe.
Unfortunately, no lift here.
No lifts. Still.
But yeah, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment. So when the lifters come back and watch this, they actually see your comments pop up in real time. And you know, a lot of them have left some feedback that's really cool to see.
And
Just show some love.
believe you have to subscribe first before commenting, so just hit the subscribe button, wait 5 minutes, and then you can message all you like and show some support for your team and your friends. So this is Stephanie's second attempt representing New Zealand. Oh,
Few questions I have for you on that one. First off, she glanced over to the side a couple times before she started. Looking at the clock,
yes, so there is a clock somewhere on the platform. Is it out the
I think it's,
TV screen?
no, I think the athletes get one just on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah, so they'll be looking at the clock to see how much time they have left before they need to execute their lift. If that clock were to run down, then they would be deemed a no lift. Next question, please.
What happened in the lift? Do we want to
What-
watch that back again?
Let's watch
Yeah,
it back.
Talk us through it. Talk us through it.
All right, what do we got here? We're coming strong off the ground. A nice strong pull. There's a little bit of a press out there. I think had she have caught that tighter, she would have had better control of it. But I think that just caused it to drift back a little bit.
Right.
And
Is that a matter of she knew there was no hope in getting that? There's no point in standing it up.
I would say no. Personally, I would stand that up if I could. But I think it was just more so the press out caused the bar to drift backwards and just made it a lot harder than it needed to be. Right, and we are on the last lift for
Oh, not there, unfortunately.
What's up? And a very good high pull.
Oh, yes. Excellent little training exercise to finish off the snatches with. Looking forward to seeing what she does.
Right.
Clean and jerks.
All right, Steph coming up for her last lift. Let's see if she can correct that overhead position. Just catch a little bit tighter in the arms. It's definitely doable. Oh. That was a better attempt. What have we got here? Nice extension. Good placement. Just coming in a little bit on the feet.
Started drifting and then
Yeah.
Unfortunate there, but she's still got something on the board, so she will be able to get a total.
Yep.
Alright, Dana,
So she'll
Alright.
be adding to that collective team points here. We've got a lot of green here. 2 more lifters to come out, which is Monique and Gloria Tassi, 2 very strong lifters.
Yes,
Um,
both very strong lifters. Looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, and
But-
Danica is now making her way to the platform. Oh. Nice.
Well, it's solid.
Yeah. And more records on the board for Danica.
Nice way to finish off her snatch portion of the session.
She's representing New Zealand, but she lives over in Australia.
That's good. We got a lot of hybrids.
Yeah. Here comes one of our lifters, which is Monique Barspool. She's being coached by her sister, Renee. Both very strong. Good genetics there.
Oh, easy to say good genetics, but it's a lot of hard work.
Oh, hard work and genetics makes a very good lifter. Nice. And
Nicely
3
done.
white lights there. We're getting a slow-mo.
One moment. There we go.
And wabba. Right.
Well done, Monique. Looking
And-
forward to seeing her next jump. Until then, we've got Gloria coming up.
Very fast-paced comp. Haven't got a lot of waiting around. But just while we can, we'll thank our sponsors, which is Grassroots Trust.
We've got Auckland Unlimited, NewZealand.com as well. And we'll come back to those sponsors shortly.
Very nice one.
Nicely done.
Well done, Laura.
Gloria recently coming, or semi-recently, competing in Japan.
They just had a friendship competition, I believe it was called,
I believe that's the name.
where New Zealand and Australia were invited to that as well, weren't they? I am correct. So, Monique will be the next lifter. So it looks like we have a little bit of a battle going on between these two. Not that they're in the same weight class or even in a different team, but I think just a little bit of pride going on here, which is always good to help push yourself to the next level.
I see Monique's only the youngest possible Masters. Is that right? She's 35 this year.
1989, so should be 35.
5 this year.
How old am I this year? Jesus.
Oh, don't that's dark discussion. Don't go into there.
Jumping around. Yes.
35. So I think this Masters Federation 30 is now considered a master, whereas the IWF is
Oh, right.
35.
Okay.
So we now have Danica coming out for her third and final attempt on 78 kilos. Oh,
Just fell out the back there.
yeah, I think just a little bit of a dive forward in that one. Let's have a look.
A dive
here.
board. Talk us through what that
Yeah, so as you can see, when she's going under the bar, body's just moving forward a little bit too much, and thus just throwing the bar off balance a little bit.
Well, a quick shout out to our loaders who have been working tirelessly, and a lot of them are actually competing this weekend too.
Yeah, so it's good to see a lot of lifters, either both masters and juniors and seniors and youths, all giving back to the sport by competing and then doing some sort of volunteer work as well. It's awesome to see. This is Monique's second attempt at 80 kilos.
Oof. Oh, what a fight.
Hold
what a fight.
Oh, that's a battle.
That was epic. What a fight.
Expression says it all. A lot of power off the hip there, a lot of speed under the bar.
Oh, she does so well to hold it.
Yeah. Probably almost too much power was the issue there.
Nothing more weight can't fix.
Yeah. When in doubt, add more weight. Let's have a look at our scoreboard as we are about to wrap up the snatch session. So we've got 3 more lifts. 2 from Gloria and 1 more from Monique.
Once we're done, we'll have a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back with the clean and jerks.
Have a look-see at our loaders.
Yeah, sitting there next to that lovely grassroots thruster.
Wave. Let's.
Looking sharp loaders.
Yeah. Big thanks to them
We
for
appreciate-
doing the majority of the lifting in this
Yeah.
session.
Well, they probably move more weight than the lifters.
Oh.
Alrighty, looking around our back, we can see there's only 2 lifters left, so they're hanging out. Oh, you don't have the same zoom finesse
No.
as Richie Patterson, but you'll get there.
Need to work on that a little bit more. All right, we have Gloria Tussie coming out for her second attempt in the snatch, 82 kilos.
So I believe that's a 5 kg jump. Let's see how she takes this on.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, I did not get that to the overhead.
Now, I'm probably wrong in saying this, but I felt like that was a little too fast, or she didn't.
I think. Let's have a look. She's got good extension.
Definitely has it.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I think maybe just a little correction there in speed and placement would help her get that one. And now we have Monique, the second to last snatch of the session, on 82 kilos. And there we go. Just needed more weight.
That's it. Well done. A nice big smile to finish this off.
Nope, 1 more lift left still, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, sorry. That was one last lift from Monique there.
Oh, to finish
off.
her lift,
Her
her
lift
snatches off.
Bit of clarity required around that statement. But what a fantastic lift.
Yeah, definitely a lot better than the last one, but it was just weight that was the issue. It was too light last time. Needs to open heavier now.
Okay, I think that's a certified comment from Coach Vesti.
Yep.
So needs to take that into account. Alrighty. So this will be our last lift for this snatch part of the session. We still have plenty more action, as today's actually the first day of 7.
Of a big week ahead.
Huge week of weightlifting. We are in the Dewdrop Arena down in Manukau, so if you are in the area, do come down, check us out. You can get more info on that from our social media, Weightlifting New Zealand. You can check us out online.
Right, here comes Gloria for the last snatch.
Let's go, Gloria.
You can do it.
Oh.
Oh, so,
Unfortunately, a no lift.
ladies and gentlemen, that brings us into the snatch session of session 3, Masters Tri-Nations. We're going to have a 10-minute break. The girls will be
Right,
here.
I think we are about to go on a 10-minute break, aren't we, after this replay?
That's right.
And then we will move on to clean and jerks. But before I do that,
Let's have a quick look at the Weightlifting Festival. That's the one.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Welcome back to the 2014 Weightlifting Festival. We currently have the Masters category underway. Clean and jerks will start in about 30 seconds.
Well, it's been a good first half to the competition.
It has. We have more green than red, which is always good to see.
Nice and positive.
Yeah. And we have three teams, the Australians, New Zealand, and the Oceania region, battling out for a team title based off Total Sinclair. So I think the makeup of this competition changes the makeup a little bit.
Yeah, a little different from what we may have typically seen in a weightlifting competition.
Yeah, rather than going for a lift to beat your opponent, you're going for a Total Sinclair to beat the team. So you want to try and contribute to that as best as possible. Alright, I think the competition is underway and the call is on Beatrice from the Oceania region. So let me throw you to the main platform. That's a good lift to start off the competition. She did receive one red light, which might have been from a press out. I'm not 100% sure, so let's have a look here.
Yeah. Maybe you can, after this, talk a little bit more about how the stiff is from the snatch.
Righty. If we have time,
If we have
these
time.
lifters just keep coming one after another. So
That
yeah,
is-
just a very slight press out in that left arm, but nothing too major. Right. And now, Joanne from Australia. It's got some following on here, as we can see in the comment section. If you would like to leave your friends and family some comments, feel free to subscribe, and then in 5 minutes time you'll be able to leave a comment. But yeah, a very easy opener from Joanne there. We can see we have someone tuning in all the way from the US of A.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, do hit subscribe, and then you can show your support and love for your athletes. We do the 5-minute subscribe thing just to make sure we don't get any spam or bots posting.
Oh, easy clean there from Lisa. And a solid jerk. Not a problem.
No problem at all. Alrighty, maybe we'll have a little bit enough time to go through. Oh, not today. Okay, so talk us through the clean.
So, the clean. I guess clean and jerk is a two movement, so this is the first part, which is the clean. So rather than going overhead, we're going to the shoulders first. You tend to lift a lot more weight in this one, obviously, because it's two movements. Yeah. After standing that up, you're basically going to try and jerk that overhead. A lot of people use the traditional split jerk. Just offers a little bit more stability in the catch. But yeah, and the main things to look out for in the jerk is the press out versus the clean, where you'd be looking at like elbow to knee elbow touches on the knee. But they are reasons that the ref could give a red light.
Alright, well, so far not an issue for Lisa there. Putting in solid attempt. Call is moving around a bit, but currently
Let's have a look who's
Tammy.
coming out. So
All right, Tammy, 73 kilos. Where's the 10?
Tammy from Australia coming out on her opening lift of 73 kilos. Nice, easy, clean. And a good lifts.
Nicely done. Run for the
Well
ball.
done, good luck.
Just a shout out to our sponsors real quick. So we've got Grassroots Trust and the Auckland Tamaki Makaurau.
Activate, yep. Oh,
Yep.
Auckland Unlimited. So
Auckland
appreciate
Unlimited.
their support.
Yeah. Without their help, obviously none of this could be possible. So big thanks to them.
For her second attempt. Joanne, we're loaded and your clock has started.
Alrighty, we have Joan coming out from that second attempt now. 73 kgs on the bar.
Unfortunate no lift. Sure, that's a press out. Yeah, we can have a look.
I just have to jump forward a little bit.
With Joanne's third attempt.
Easy clean, but unfortunately just didn't quite reach lockout straight away, and that resulted in a press out.
Definitely looks like something she can get though. So hopefully we'll see those changes being made out back.
Right,
Come and back for the next one.
the time for you, Joanne, for your third attempt. Your clock has started. You have 1 minute 45 seconds left.
All right, let's jump back into the back room. What have we got here? We've got Beatrice waiting in the warm-up. Who else? And our two Australians. That's a pretty good setup we've got going on here.
Yeah, take us around the room while we have some seconds. We don't often get
And-
this opportunity in the
No.
session.
Now, these guys have been moving very quickly. So we've got about 12 platforms out in the back here,
Oh, nice little
giving us the
wave.
wave. And then a lot of space as well, which is very important for the athletes. You don't want to be crammed in a small room. Right, and let's throw it back to the main platform. So, Jo for her third and final attempt in the clean jerk. That's a better attempt. Let's see if the judges agree. Two of them do, and that's all we need. So she will take that 73.
A lot of support for her here today in the crowd. So awesome.
For her second attempt, lifting for Oceania.
Alrighty, Lisa's already out, ready to go to the next one.
Oh.
This will be her second.
Joanne finishes with 4 out of 6, which is not a bad day in the office, actually. And Lisa on the main platform. A good lifts.
Nicely done there.
And here's our slow-mo. Nicely executed lift.
Just trained down at the local Papatoe club out here. Lifting for Oceania today.
Alrighty. The session's well and truly on the way. team. Hopefully you can hear us again. Unfortunately, we did have some hardware trouble halfway through. We managed to get the video stream back up and running, but looks like we've got the audio up and running. So we do apologize for that, but hopefully you've still been able to tune in on all the action that we've been having here.
93, please, folks. 93.
Still got a few more lifters, few more weights, and yeah, hopefully looking forward to seeing some big lifts to end up our conversation. Alrighty, we have Monique coming out for that second attempt.
Hello.
We are.
Right.
Nicely done. Bit of shuffling around with the feet.
All right, we're going to keep
Nice easy lift there from Monique.
And she launches it off to regrip. Might see if I can skip ahead and catch the end of that. As we have Kylie coming out for her third attempt. She's got 93 kgs loaded on the bar.
Oh, unfortunately too heavy there.
Good to have the office.
Not quite there. Let us know if you can hear us loud and clear in the comments. Just drop us a line. Make sure the quality is coming through nicely. Once again, we do apologize for that glitch.
All right.
Still got
93, copper started, Kylie.
a couple more left to come. It's up.
All right. 95, please, loaded. 95. This will bring a change of lifter. This will bring him down again.
Well, we still have plenty more action throughout this week. So we do have one more session after this, which will be our Masters Men's. And then after that, we lead into the big one. And tell us a little bit more about that tournament
95
coming up.
kilos. Second attempt.
Which tournament?
Oh, I've lost you. You've lost you in thought. Can you tell us a little bit, maybe after this, about this week's competitions?
Sweet. Oh. Let's just pop over to the scoreboard, shall we?
Well, she is standing up, but hopefully the team will check her out, make sure she's doing okay. And we might just have to come back to you a bit later on. On top of that,
I will show you this awesome video while we wait.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a guy?
Right.
alrighty. So we can let you know that she was able to walk off the platform. She'll obviously have a few checks, but yeah, hopefully
All right.
nothing too bad for her there.
95 kilos is on the bar for Kelly's third
I guess it's
attempt.
something
Let's
we
go.
take for granted when we
Come on.
see all these
Come on,
athletes
Kelly.
putting this weight up, but it is still quite a dangerous sport.
I've definitely had a few land on the back of my head in the past. It's
Imagine it's not
not the most
something you
pleasant
want to have.
feeling.
Alrighty, let's see how Kelly restarts this comp.
That's a good fight there. Oh, unfortunately couldn't get it to arm's length, but she's happy and that's all that matters.
Let's watch the clean there.
Or the end of the jerk.
No, let's go to the clean. Well, give me 1 second.
Give him 1 second.
Give me 1 second.
I'll even give him an extra 5.
There we go.
Now let's watch the clean.
Let's watch the clean. Bit of a fight here. Do you think that may have just depleted the energy levels for the jerk?
Yeah, definitely makes it a lot harder when you had to grind out of a clean.
Alrighty.
Come on,
Now,
girl.
let's get back into it. Who's on the coming out on platform
We
next?
have Danica. Not giving up that easy. Easy clean. Oh. Good attempts.
Good effort, good effort. Guts coming back out, girl. Well done.
Our warm-up room is starting to clear out a little bit.
Yeah, giving us
Yeah,
some.
let's have a look at that jerk.
Let's go. Come on, Monique.
Monique wasting no time. She's coming out quickly. May look like she's in pause, but she's just taking a breath. We might have to come back to this one as we have our
Right,
next.
Monique
one.
is approaching the platform right now, so oh. Unfortunately, just a little bit too heavy.
Participating in their little-
Oh, is this
Good
is this a
high
problem
pull.
more weight couldn't solve?
All right, we're going to go to the ton. Let's go. 100
I'm not sure. Like she's definitely pulling it high enough, so all she got to do is jump under it.
Pop pull out to the platform for her first attempt.
Alrighty, we still have 2 lifters yet to do a clean and jerk on the platform. So we have Stephanie and Gloria.
Let's have a look. So we got, yep, and each of them have 3 lifts each. So, and the final 2 lifters of the competition, starting to push over 100 kilos now. It's good to see. It's an easy clean. Maybe just needs to shake off some nerves there.
See if she can come out, make those corrections.
That's her lift.
So if you're her coach, what are you talking to her about back there?
I think she just needs to compose herself a little bit. Like, it's obviously an opening weight, so she must be comfortable with it. Yeah, just needs to not rush that one so much. Try and get a little bit more control on that dip, I think.
1 minute 30 on your
Alrighty,
clock.
well,
Settle
she
with
has a bit more time, 1 minute 32 on the clock. Let's see if she can make those changes.
Scoreboard looking pretty good. A lot of greens out there. Having a little pep talk with her coach Nerily in the grassroots waiting area. a big thanks to them for their support. We could not host a competition of this caliber without them. And it's definitely improved in the last 15 years, the kind of competitions we're getting. Right, let's see if she can make that correction. It's a better attempt, but unfortunately a no lift by majority decision. I think.
Let's
Oh. There we go. I think it's just a slight press out and that left arm. So first one had a better drive. Second one slight press out. Third one we nail it.
that sounds good. I like that plan.
100. Try 30.
In the meantime, you kind of mentioned how much it's changed. Tell us about your first
Wow.
competition.
Back in my day,
Yeah, what set the scene? What year was it?
the year was would have been 2004.
2000.
I was just a young fella.
You were up. Give us some energy.
Where was my first competition? It was in Invercargill. And even our first national, my first nationals was just a platform on the floor, sharing platforms in the warm-up room. And now New Zealand weightlifting has come to a point where we have this whole staging and
let's
warm-up
zoom out.
rooms.
Show you the whole.
So all this is owned by Weightlifting New Zealand to help with future competitions. And all the weights in the warm-up rooms and the training areas. Right, so Steph is coming out for her third and final attempt. She needs this one to stay in the competition. She's definitely got it in her. So let's show some support. Easy clean. Right. It's
Not to be.
Unfortunately, not there.
yeah. Sometimes that happens in sport. Have our good days and our bad days.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're
Okay,
going to go one
we got one more lifter.
Right. Gloria Tussie as our final lifter.
Saving the best for last.
Yeah, definitely got the bigger lifts. So she's opening at 103.
Oof.
Pretty big weights. Pretty big job.
Gloria also a massive contributor to Weightlifting New Zealand. Also doing a lot of reffing, helping out behind the scenes. So looking forward to seeing how she goes.
And that's a solid opener. And few extra steps for you know what and giggles.
UMWF records.
Alrighty, well, there's no one else, so we got this extra minute, so we can go through the whole thing. Talk us through it. Give it the play-by-play.
The play-by-play. She sets her back, grips the bar, lifts the bar off the ground. Nice position off the ground. Nice and close through there. Plenty of strength, and she just stands that up, no problem.
No doubt she will go up. Your 2-minute clock will start.
Now, is there any limitation to how far off her shoulders that can come before it's considered a lift? Because it was flying before.
There is no limitation as to how high it can come. The only thing would be is that would stop that is if you took an attempt at a jerk. You can throw it off your shoulders to adjust your hands, but if it appears like you're taking an attempt at a jerk, then that would be deemed a no lift.
Oh, okay, I see.
She's got a solid jerk there, takes a few steps forward, just because she wants to.
Probably giving us a better shot, more clarity. Thank you,
Yeah.
Gloria. I appreciate that. Always thinking of other people.
All right, let's jump into the warm-up room.
Cool.
Just Gloria left in there. Her biggest fan there.
Well done. Oh, they come for the weightlifting, but they stay for those puns. Oh, my goodness. Gonna single some people out on the cam.
Who we want to single out?
There's only one person I want to single out right now.
The visionary, Richard Patterson,
Man with the flan.
a three-time Olympian, Commonwealth Games gold and silver medalist.
Maybe taking his first break in the past God knows how many hours.
Don't want him crying again. So,
All right.
but
let's
yes,
see who
without this, without someone like Richie, none of this could happen because he forefronts this and makes it happen.
certainly does.
Okay, Gloria 108.
Although it does take a village.
Yep.
2 minutes.
Without the support of his wife Pip as well, he would just be an ideas man. All right, let's get a good angle as Gloria comes into the shot. Right, second attempt in the clean and jerk at 108 kilos. Unfortunately, a no lift. It looked like it might have gotten caught on her knee sleeve there.
Come on. Let's go, sleeves out.
Yeah, just the knee sleeve a little bit scrunched up there, and it looks like the bar got caught on the way up.
All right. Well, no need to make things harder than they are.
Yeah. All right, as we approach the final lift of the competition, we'd just like to thank our sponsors, which are Grassroots Trust and
Auckland Unlimited and
Auckland
NewZealand.com. So we appreciate their support and allowing us to bring such an event to you. If you are in Auckland or if you're in Monaco or nearby, do come by to the Dewdrop Arena. The event is free, attendance is free. Come check out the action. There's plenty going on throughout the week. We've actually got quite a few activities outside of just the amazing competition we've got going on as well. So do feel free to come check it out. It's very much a family-orientated event, so bring everyone down.
we have some schools coming down as well to help support, but also to help promote the sport as well. So if there's any kids that are interested in getting into weightlifting, it would be a good idea to come down and have a look and get a part of that experience as well.
Yeah, and if you're not able to, Miss, do you have any tips on where you would start weightlifting if you wanted to just give it a go?
There's a lot of clubs around in New Zealand, so if you go to the Weightlifting New Zealand website, you could find your local club there. That we do have a few around New Zealand. Otherwise, CrossFit gyms tend to be quite a good promoter of weightlifting as well. So big shout out to them. That also wouldn't be as big as it was without that. So the final lift of the competition is Gloria Tussi at 110 kilos.
Let's go, Gloria.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too heavy, but it's definitely there. Next time.
Next time for sure. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. We had a few hiccups along the way, but we got there in the end. So appreciate your patience with that. Thank you for showing the support and love to all of our athletes today. And yeah, it's been a good session.
And a big shout out to our volunteers as well, our bar loaders, our rest, and our people on the other
Officials,
table. Yeah,
yes, we have our TOs. Everyone doing their part to make this all work. So thank you so much. We still have one more session today, which will be starting, I believe, at 5. And that's our men's masters.
Right, let me just throw you to the screen, and we'll see you back here for our next session in about half an hour. Ciao.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to